Hi, and welcome to my first commentary video on Volgarr the Viking for the PC. This is probably the best game of 2014 that you haven't played yet, and it's a side-scrolling 2D action game in the style of the classic arcade title Rastan from Taito. It's super tough, but really rewarding. Let's take a look. So here we go. The first thing you'll notice is the old graphics. They're very similar to early 1990s PC games when VGA graphics were still pretty new. The shading is very basic. It employs some very old school blur techniques that were common in a painting program, Deluxe Paint 2 Enhanced from Electronic Arts. And I think it looks great, though. In screenshots, it doesn't look like anything special, but when you look at it in motion, they did a really, really nice job with the animation. Volgarr himself has tons of frames, and he just moves really smoothly. His swing attack is really nice. When he throws spears, it looks good. And so I think they did a bang-up job on the character animation. You know, say what you will about the backgrounds and the world art, they are kind of basic and a little muddy and rudimentary at times, but it all works. And the background and foregrounds, you can tell where they start and where they end, so very few of your deaths will come from thinking of platforms there when it's not. Almost all of your deaths will come from the environmental hazards, which include spikes and dart traps and things like that. Very similar to a game I just played, Evan Hawkins and the 1001 Spikes, as well as the enemies. One thing that 1001 Spikes didn't have were a lot of enemies. This game does not lack them at all. And each of them has a very specific way that you have to go about taking them out. So this monster, for example, takes about 5 hits. It shoots spores at you, so you just have to make sure that you understand distances and how long your strikes take. I think it is very, very methodical and calculated, and I like that about this game. Jumps are very predictable. Enemy attack patterns are quite predictable as well, so it just takes some, observation, taking a look at your environments, understanding how enemies move, how their attacks come out, the timing of those things. And so a lot of people that have played this have compared it to games like the Dark Souls, Demon Souls games, and Ninja Gaiden for the NES. And I could see that. It's all about making short progress, then dying, but then learning something from those deaths. And that's something I think this game does exceptionally well, and I look forward to getting further into it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.